Hello and welcome to the Hurricast. I'm your host, Cole Augusta, and I'm joined today by my co-host, Misha Mogilevsky.
Yo, 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 yo.
And we are also joined by our guest this week, our good, also IB student friend, Austin Vosler.
Hello.
And the title of this episode is Working Hard or Hardly Working. And we're mostly just going to be talking about school and IB stuff and how to manage all this intense work that are placed on us, especially with all of the online restrictions with COVID and all those. All right. So, want to get us start us off, Misha?
Yeah, basically, um, it's just we got Austin on here now, we're
That's
chilling.
right.
Yeah, you're here. Your first guest. I mean, look at you go. It was either you or someone else who probably was going to choose either you or Ben, but you don't know. Anyway,
Well, I have a Pop Tart, so
oh, dude, actually, very nice.
you guys have a favorite flavor of Pop Tart?
I mean, uh,
You
cookies and
ready
Don't
for
mean
cream.
this
to,
hot take? You ready
don't
for
mean to
this hot
put you on
take?
the spot, but
I mean, cookies and cream is pretty good.
You ready for this hot take, Austin?
Oh,
yeah.
he's about to say cinnamon. Uh
I don't like Pop Tarts.
What?
oh. What? Okay. Okay.
They're not good.
All right, guys, and that
They're
was
not good.
episode 2 of the Hurricast podcast.
Yep, that's it. That's a wrap. So, uh,
Uh,
so we brought you in because we know that you're a hard worker. You, all of us, all of us know that you have a job, and
Yeah,
you made
I
it your
do.
business to tell us that you have a job.
That's right.
Every chance you get, it's oh yep, gotta go to work. Can't do anything. Gotta go to work. So how do you manage? How do you do all that? How do you like manage that and IB?
I don't, I don't know. I I work every day right after school from 2:30 to 6, and then so that's a long day for me because school starts at what, like 7, and
Yeah.
then I get home at like 6:30, so it's like basically 12 hours. Um so I have to be.
Oh, are you kidding? That's the fourth time.
another one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But I have to be really on top of myself, which I tend not to be. And I don't know, just it ends up just with me not sleeping a lot, but
Yeah, I mean,
always
it's
fall through to
definitely
manage.
Oh, so no
possible.
harm done then. No harm done.
I mean,
I
I
don't
haven't
work
figured it out
myself,
yet, so
because when I used to play football and I would get back at like 6 as well. So it's like the same long day. I was tired after practice, obviously, but it was
yeah.
still a long
And
day. And I
the
could
last
have
thing,
done it. I just
the
I
last
didn't
thing
feel
you
the
want to do
motivation
after
to.
a 12-hour day is come home and do more homework.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
that's just true. That's just 100% true.
And
So
that was in freshman year. That was the first 2 years IB, pre-IB. I
Yeah,
yeah,
Mr.
can't
Mr. Tall
imagine
Man,
now.
Mr. Tall Man football guy over here.
Yeah, tall man
Every tall guy has to
football.
play football at some point. They just have to. It's either that or basketball. But then there's Trent, right? Trent plays basketball, and he's not what you consider like. What? Are you-
Okay, you're not gonna. Okay,
I'm gonna
let's
mute
bring
that.
this
Hold
up
on.
now. Let's
I'm
bring
gonna
this
mute.
up now.
Okay, yeah.
As
So
you may know from the first episode, we are located in Palm Harbor, Florida. This is being recorded, this episode, on July 5th, and Tropical Storm Elsa is right above us, right? It hits tomorrow night,
just about.
yeah, basically.
and yeah, we're supposed to get like 10 inches of rain, something like
Yeah, in
that.
between 6 and 10
Tropical
inches
Storm
according to
Elsa
NHC.
storm surge
Yeah,
warning.
my
Yeah.
so I work at an elementary school, and my job got closed Tuesday and Wednesday.
Oh
So
yeah, I
that's
heard about that.
tomorrow and the day after.
Yeah, I heard that
So
they're shutting down facilities because it might have to be converted into storm shelters. I heard about that.
yeah, that's normally
Like
what
our school
happens.
is a guaranteed storm shelter because I mean the entire building is basically made
Yeah,
of brick.
so is my work, and
Most
what we end up
most schools nowadays are basically just built just to last.
what we end up doing is they'll shut down the school, and then there's no kids for us to do aftercare for. So um, sometimes we do all daycare, where they don't go to school and they just stay with us. But For hurricanes, we just closed. I personally wasn't expecting to close. I didn't know the storm was getting that bad.
From
But
what I was told previously, it was going completely above us and it wasn't
I mean,
hitting
what
us at
I
all.
remember
But
is that last hurricane we had, maybe in like November or something, and we had closed for a day. It was like a Friday, and we just had a long weekend. We closed that Friday, and then the hurricane never even hit us. It was super sunny out.
Oh yeah,
well, that's
I
how it
remember that.
usually is for a lot of the parts because obviously, well, hurricanes too, but more so tornadoes, like they take wild turns and
Well, they can't. They
don't
can't come
really.
too close because it's
Yeah,
not like they could call tomorrow morning and be like, "Oh, the hurricane moved. You can't come to school," because most people are already there or on their way.
exactly.
So,
But
and then
like,
yeah, for tornadoes, we had last week we had a duck and cover drill that lasted all day because there was a tornado warning.
wait, so Austin, what do you do? Like, what is your
I
job?
I work for the YMCA at an elementary school, and I work with kids for before and after care.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you basically do what I do, just you know, just
Yeah,
yeah, basically.
and then some days when there's no school, we have them all day.
Because like I work at a summer camp, like that's literally
Yeah.
just down the street. So it's literally I come in at 7. My shift officially starts at 7:15, but I come in like 10 minutes early just because why not? And we take kids from their cars to their rooms, and then I also come in the afternoon. Only on some days though. I come in in the afternoon and then do the same thing, but with parents. I direct the parents to
Uh-huh.
their rooms. So yeah,
Yeah.
we have very similar fields, you could say.
Yeah,
And
and then
then there's
mine
Cole
is
who doesn't work.
I mean, it is very true. I am very fortunate. If I wasn't in IB, I would be forced to, and my parents are still like, you know, a
come
little
on,
like,
Cole.
you sure you don't want
Come
to
on,
work?
Cole. Why aren't you
He's
working? Come on, Cole.
friends have
I
jobs.
mean,
Yeah, literally,
I mean, I'm
like, who
fine.
does out of our friend group? Who doesn't have a job? Well, except you, Cole.
Ben.
Yeah,
Oh well, okay.
Ben doesn't.
Okay. We're not counting Ben because Ben is Ben, and he does his own thing. I'm pretty sure just he
That's a
exists on
great excuse.
another.
He does his own thing. What? What is
No,
that?
okay. He exists on his own level of being, dude. Like,
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
have Ben on next week,
Is
so
it
you guys are
different?
gonna figure that out, for yourself next week. But we just know this. I've known Ben for coming on what I'd say 3 years. Yeah, coming on 4 years now. So, and then Austin's known Ben for I don't even know how long,
An eternity.
and then probably Cole the same.
Eons.
Middle school.
Generations.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, we got so Austin. Have you about your EEs, right? You know what those are?
So here's the thing, right? I don't want to.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am
Actually,
not.
I like.
It's actually like that simple.
I am
And
for. I
no.
am literally forcing myself to start work on it next week because I know if I don't force myself to do it, I just won't do it. I literally will sit there not doing it until the last week.
I just don't want to.
I
So
don't want
Part
to
that
either, but at this point,
stresses me is not the actual writing, like sitting down to getting time to write it. It's because me and Austin are doing ITGS technology basically, and you need an interview. And so I'm like scrambling to get the interview as quick as possible, and then I'll write it in like 2 days.
interview Bill Gates.
So
Do it.
I'll write
yeah,
it
I'm
earlier.
trying to figure out a way to get around the interview and maybe do some like qualitative data gathering because you either need like a
You need
research
primary
thing,
research.
like a
So
survey.
yeah,
You can either like
survey or interview.
do stuff like that, or you interview someone in the field. And for my EE, there's no, I can't think of anybody that directly. It's like a very niche field. I don't think there's any local uh quantum
I mean,
physicists.
Ah,
there
yeah.
wouldn't.
It's just your
Just do
local
it over.
quantum
You can do. You
physicist.
do not. It doesn't have to do be in person. Do it over a call.
That too. I
That's
was
what I'm doing.
thinking I could try to interview like someone in the cybersecurity field,
Oh, there's
but
a
then
lot
I
of those
was
people.
yeah, but then I was also thinking I could probably do a survey somehow where I like
But here's the thing about the survey, right? You actually have to get that out there. You have to like manage to get it
that's
places.
easy. That's easy.
Well,
I can
it really depends on
I mean, you say it's easy, but
yeah, like
say
do
it's
you,
easy.
like you say it's
like
easy,
the
but you
only
know how you're
part
actually gonna
I'm
do it.
remotely worried about is the primary research.
all you have to do is spam ping everybody in the IB Discord and then
Oh yeah, just I mean
Exactly.
you don't have
Yo,
that
Chris will
everyone.
hook you up.
So Oh yeah, just
I'll
ask Christian.
no,
Dude.
I'm good friends with the admins in the Tampa Bay Lightning Discord, and
Oh, like the
there
official
are
one?
yeah,
Oh, look
and
at you go.
I'm like a high-ranking member. I'm like ranked 10th out of what, like the 5,000 people in here. So
Whoa, the entire supporting fan base of the Lightning.
that's right.
All right there.
So what I could do is I could just ask them to like put it in the announcements, maybe.
Oh, you could
I
do
don't
that,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, but I'm just thinking like figure out questions to ask people about their their password strength, how
the
many
hardest part
how
is
many
getting it from
passwords
them.
they use,
Oh,
or like
you don't want me on that survey, dude. I'll tell you, I'll use one password with like 2
exactly that's what
variations.
I'm saying. That's what I'm
I,
saying. So if I do the survey and they and I'm like, how many different passwords do you have? And then do you use like variations of that password? Because I know for me, I have like one password and I just use different variations of
yeah,
it that are
that's
very
exactly
similar.
that's what I do.
I
It's
have
the same
several
password.
variations
I just changed
It's like
the
it's
numbers.
like
That's all I do.
when a hacker using quantum computers figures out your password in about 3 minutes, and then he has access to everything. Uh,
exactly.
L.
what then? What then?
What do you
So
do?
I might be able to do that survey. That'd be kind of more of a stretch, but
I mean,
Okay, Austin,
it is what it is.
question.
What's up?
EU's obviously the rough draft is due first day. Our because I know physics we're supposed to have ours done, even though she's never done anything ever. Um, but what are our history and math? Are they due?
Dude, I have no idea.
I
yeah.
have no
So
idea.
the thing is, right? Our physics
This-
IA, like, which is actually a surprise because our physics teacher is usually the one who least prepares us for things. That's actually the one we got the most work in. Like, surprisingly, I don't even know how that's possible. Like,
Yeah,
we spent
I got the most work in, and I didn't do anything for it.
like
So
we spent the
Yeah.
entire second half of the school year talking about the EE for the second half of class. Like, that's just that seems. But here's
but
the thing,
the
right? We were explained how to do it, but at the same time, we were not explained how to do it because.
but the
Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
I mean, I'm just thinking that the issue is, right, they did not communicate due dates or instructions very well to online kids because
They didn't.
you kind of just sit
That
in the
is also
background.
true, but they didn't.
Unless you're in
That's
English class, you
prison.
really just sit in the background while everyone else
Very true.
talks.
Yeah,
I
like
So
think a lot, obviously that's due to online school partly, but also because IB is a world school and they leave a good amount of variance to like each individual school. They can run IB how they want to. And personally, Palm Harbor is like very bad at communicating all programs, so that extends to us as well.
yeah, that's 100% true.
I mean,
Like
how hard is it just to have like a page on a website that has like a calendar of all of the due dates?
yeah, like I have been dreaming of that, dude. Like imagine just you don't have to like you have a calendar where all the teachers can update like, hey, you got this due here, you got this due then.
Do we have to do a second cast project?
Uh, e... no.
What?
I think it's maybe.
Well, if anyone out there is listening and needs a cast project, it's like propose it to the guidance counselor and be like, "Yo, I will make the website and
No,
keep it updated."
we only do one cast project.
I know, but there's some people that haven't done one yet.
I
Um,
I who is do we know anybody that hasn't done theirs, like completely hasn't started or anything?
Ben,
Oh yeah, well that's Ben, right? That's just Ben, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
the guy skipped one of his AP exams, dude. I'm not surprised.
What
dude,
did he
I
do
don't
for
know.
that? Did he just not go?
Took it
He,
online, I think.
yeah, he just didn't go that one time because I remember he was sleeping. Like I remember we all
Yeah,
showed
but
up,
did he
and
take
then
the
Ben was
backup?
just sleeping. I think he took the
Yeah, he
backup,
did.
yeah.
Okay, he took the
But
backup.
But it was online, so it was like it was easy mode for him because we all know
he-
Ben.
I don't know. I think pretty sure he said he failed it. So that's also another thing. AP exams come out what in like 2 weeks.
Do
Um,
not remind
Yeah,
me.
it's like 2.5 weeks. I mean I'm like iffy. I don't really care because I already know what I got. Like
Yeah,
Calculus, I crushed the thing.
Okay,
Same
so
with
you see, the
English.
thing is, when we were taking
Again.
the calc one, I think I did decent. I'm not gonna say I did like amazingly wow, like look at me go, gonna get a 5. Like
okay,
no
okay,
shot. I'm probably gonna get a minimum score.
you're
But
ignoring
it,
the elephant in the room. That is the chemistry exam where I left 95% of the FRQs
Please don't mention the
completely blank.
AP Chem exam this year.
Oh,
It was
I didn't
atrocious.
take
It
that
was
one,
so
so
hard.
you
It
guys
was
have fun with
so
that.
difficult. It was gibberish, Misha. You don't get it.
Okay, yeah. If it was anything like our sophomore year, Kev, and because that one I barely passed
was
that
worse.
year.
It was
So
worse.
much worse.
Hey, I don't know why you guys
And
chose to do that instead of taking like bio. Bio was easy mode, dude. We've been taking bio since like 5th grade. Like,
I should have taken bio, but I
like
didn't.
bio is
it
just like
doesn't
it's just.
matter. I mean, I
Especially, and we
switched
got
out
Mr.
of,
Briggs, so.
I switched out of HL physics and I switched into HL chemistry.
Oh, that is a blunder.
L.
That is a
It's
mistake.
not a blunder. I have more faith that I will learn enough to pass the exam in chemistry than I do in physics.
So you see, the thing is, right on
I
the
didn't learn a lot in chemistry this past year, but I can't really tell you one thing I learned in physics.
hydrogen.
So-
Yes, hydrogen. Yep, I know
Just
that
let
one.
me know beforehand.
So like the thing is, right?
Fine.
I remember like calc exam because we were while sitting there, like, and the thing just finished. So all of us are all of us are talking like, hey, how'd you think you did? And I just hear on the next column of tables over, like half of them are talking about how they just left every single FRQ blank, and I'm just sitting here wondering like, what? Could you just do that and just get away with that? Like,
Because you don't have to pass the AP exam to pass the class.
yeah.
which is like-
You absolutely do not.
I like how they're separate things.
that is
You
a
have
that
to-
is a blessing. I love
You have
that.
to write your AP grader like a nice message in the FRQ box.
You say, yeah, hey, man, I know it's have a long day. You just mark
Look,
me
man,
down, dude. I'm
just
not.
slide me a 3. Come on,
just
you got it.
slide me a 3, dog. Come on, it's not that hard.
No, I think I don't know. I think I got a 5 on the English exam. I'm like really good at English, and it was super.
I'm decently good. I'm thinking either a 4, maybe a 5.
I'm like, if I don't get a 5 on English, I'll be disappointed in myself.
Well,
Well,
you see,
I think-
the
I think I got a
That's-
3 in calc, and then
I thought I was gonna last year. I thought I was absolutely gonna fail the AP Euro exam for some reason. I don't know why, but
I didn't
like
take AP.
when the exam came back, I'm sitting here with a 5, so I'm chilling. Like, I didn't even think.
exam.
It was a very easy exam though. Then again, it was like the short exam of like writing a paragraph or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Don't. It's really so easy, guys.
What'd you get on it?
Well, I didn't take AP Euro, but I got a 2 on the world exam.
Oh, wait. A
Wait,
2?
wait.
There's no way you got a 2. But in
Wait,
Stefan's class, impossible.
You only passed the AP World exam because you took AP Euro.
Actually, I am not gonna argue. I agree with that
Austin?
wholeheartily.
Austin, it definitely helped them, but I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't take AP Euro, and I got a 4.
Well, I'm
Well-
gonna keep it real with you. I did an essay about like the Mongolians. And
Oh, you got the that's why you got
I
it.
remember.
You got the
Yeah, you got the Mongolian one.
the
That is a
only
rest in
part
peace
that
to you.
was before 1700.
I didn't even know the
So,
Mongols
yeah.
existed after 1700. I think they just kind of disappeared.
What I'm
Like,
saying is like everyone else got like Protestant Reformation or like
That's what I got.
Industrial Revolution.
that's what I got too.
And I'm sitting
I have
here
never
1,000
got
years
that
before that.
You're sitting here before the wheel was invented, dog.
I know.
Like, we're out here talking about like the Industrial Revolution, like the stuff that we've been learning in AP Euro for like 3 months, and then Austin said about the Mongols.
I have faith that if I go I mean I wasn't really disciplined myself this past school year, but I have faith that if I go to class and like I stare at my teacher, I'll like learn chemistry. Maybe.
You will absorb the teacher's knowledge. McCann will imbue you with his knowledge of chemistry.
That's what I'll do. I'm like osmosis.
Well, you see, the thing is like, well, we have Mr. Briggs, so that just made our class easy. Like, okay, I will say right away that because it was online school, half of the year was spent in Briggs' class of just playing Rocket League.
Yeah.
Because you see, the thing is, right, it was a me, Jared, Nikitas, and then Ben was usually there too because he had TOK, so he just didn't do it. He either slept through it or he played Rocket League with us. So, like,
Bro, no need to expose them like that.
okay, well, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Stop us?
You're gonna listen to this.
Yeah, no one's gonna listen to this, dog, except maybe Miss Klaus. Hey, Miss Klaus, if you're listening.
Hey, Miss House, if you're listening, everybody slept through their class.
Yeah. Like, I know it's the harsh truth, but most people did sleep through that class. And like, it's just as I remember it. Like, I actually like tried to participate like where I could. Like if she asked me a question, I would answer. Or
I
like
did all the work. It's just that
I did the work as
she
well.
would
I
give
did all
the
the
full two
journals, all that stuff.
periods. Yeah, she would give the full class to do work. I would have like 20% of the work done by the end of class. I just did it all at home. Like I just there was no
Yeah.
focus in the class. It was weird.
Yeah.
I favorite memory of TOK this past year is when we were doing the commercial commentary.
I remember
And
that.
I found this commercial from Kmart where they were talking about how you can like get stuff delivered to your house, and the entire commercial they were just talking about how you can ship your pants to your
Yo,
house.
I'm gonna shit my pants, dude.
And so
Shit my pants.
POV, Christian and I go to our first TOK class in 10 sessions, and we load up this commercial and then we play it, and we're like, and then we start talking about it. And so like, if you think about it, whenever the old guy says, "I shit my pants," and I just the look on her face was priceless.
Okay, so
We-
you see, the thing is,
we
right, because
played
you,
that
you said that
class.
in a way where your mic cut at the exact time.
Your mic cut
Yeah.
at P, so you just said you
It
just
made
said
the
shit my
sound.
pants.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm
Uh,
pretty sure I said, yeah.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You 100% did.
Yeah.
Sense.
So well, I did my commercial on, like on the Super Bowl like a year back, I think. Actually, it was like when Baby Yoda first became like a big thing, and like all the brands started making like baby versions of their stuff. Like, remember when
Baby
Mr.
Peanut?
Yeah, remember when Mr. Peanut died? Remember that? I did that commercial. Like the one where he like runs the peanut bus over the edge and then he sacrifices himself for the boys.
Oh my god.
I did that commercial. It was great.
I feel
I
like
didn't
they're-
see her face, but like I could tell. I could
all
tell.
of these things are just so like messed. But today at work, because it was raining, we watched A Bug's Life,
Oh, dude.
and
I
I
love
feel your
Bugs
pain.
Life.
Dude,
Oh,
that
Bugs
that
Life
movie
is
was
so good.
great.
But at the end of the movie, um, the bird
Spoiler
picks up
warning.
the spoiler warning. The bird picks up the evil grasshopper leader and drops him into his net, or the mom's nest.
I
of a
remember
bunch of
that.
baby birds, and the baby birds just, you get to see them just tear him apart like limb by limb. And like, this is a kids movie.
Yo, kids were simply built different back in the day, dude. What can I say?
You gotta teach kids about people getting dismembered. It's an important life lesson.
Like 2006 when that movie came out.
Yeah, like, yeah,
Something
that
like
sounds right.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know, but
It was a while back. Like, wasn't it like one of the first movies from that studio? What was it? Was it a DreamWorks movie or was it a Pixar movie?
it was a Pixar movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was one of their first, if not their first. Like, if I remember right.
No, I don't know.
See here. First Pixar movie was Toy Story.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say, dude, you're thinking of DreamWorks.
I forgot about Toy Story. I completely forgot about Toy Story.
You're thinking of DreamWorks. They did like
All these
Madagascar
companies
movie
are the
was
exact
ants.
same. Like, you can't tell me
DreamWorks-
DreamWorks, Pixar, and aren't the same thing.
No. It says
No,
here DreamWorks Animation first movie was Ants,
No,
released
I'm-
2 months before A Bug's Life.
What I'm saying is that DreamWorks is like the goated movie studio. They made they made Madagascar. They made Kung Fu Panda.
They made the
Uh,
spin-off Madagascar
they-
one, the Penguins of Madagascar, banger movie, by the way.
The movie is so good.
Yeah,
They
it's
made
such a great
Shrek.
movie.
Which studio made robots?
DreamWorks.
Let me look it up.
Dude, Robots was such a niche film. Like,
Robots
I'm
was my favorite.
Yeah,
Easily.
I remember vague details from it, but I don't remember the actual plot. Like, I
Blue
remember
Sky- Blue Sky
I'm pretty sure
Studios did it.
like five people in the world have watched it, and I'm pretty sure 2 of us are right here right now. Like,
Oh,
It's so good. No one talks about it. It's the best children's
Yeah, like,
movie.
people just completely forgot that it existed. Like, that's the thing. Like, as I remember it, I remember the like the plot and like what was his name? Big something. His big
Yep.
something.
Big something.
Yeah, that's
Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
Yeah, upgrades. People upgrades.
I
Was it Big Dave?
every day when we watch a movie, I flip through the movie like this collection, and we always pass Robots, and we never watch it. I'll have to put it on.
Dude, Robots is fun. Have you seen Robots?
Probably when I was little. I don't really remember.
You need to watch it again.
I think I had
Fire
the
movie.
game.
Oh, it was Big Weld. It wasn't Big Dave. It was Big Weld. Dude, like
So
the
good.
the characters, like the character designs were so because usually in like most like Pixar movies and DreamWorks movies, all the people look the same. But
Uh,
like in robots, everyone looked different. Like it was like you could tell the similarities, but you could still like most people just had completely different designs. Like it was pretty cool. I now that I'm looking at it, I'm remembering more and more of this movie. Like I still don't remember exact details, but like still. So colleges, eh? They're pretty cool.
Solid, solid.
that was
All right.
really, really, really smooth.
I know. I'm
Always
really
does
I'm
smooth
good with it. I'm
transitions.
good with it. We have the best
Okay.
transitions west of the Mississippi. Wait, no, we're
Me
east
and
of the Mississippi.
Misha briefly brought this up last episode, but Austin, do you have any college interests,
But
plans?
my plan is to apply to the
What are you thinking?
big four Florida schools. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
Big Four.
USF, UF, FSU, and then UCF. And
That's
then
most people nowadays, I think.
Yeah, I
I'm pretty
mean-
sure if we ask Ben next week, it's gonna be the same answer.
might as well you just apply to all four of them, and then you see what they say.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Big Four, but my main two ones
yeah,
that I want is
I wanna
UCF
go
or
to
UF.
I want to go to UF.
I'm pretty sure most people do as well. Like
UF is just
Well,
a
UF is
straight-
just
I
good.
don't want to say it's guaranteed, but
No, but here's the thing, right?
they did the
Um,
partnership with the IB in Palm Harbor, so
They
they
did,
just
they
set
did do
up
that.
a
No,
very
but
high amount.
here's your thing. All these schools have such a low acceptance rates, and everybody gets super worried. But what you have to understand is that every single senior in the state of Florida is applying to that school because their parents are gonna. I mean, like, what the hell? Why not? Why not apply to UF? Even if the person has no shot of getting in, they still apply.
2.0
And
GPA, going to UF.
Exactly, and that will dilute the numbers where a lot of people are applying where they
Very
really
true,
shouldn't
very
be.
true.
Where if only the people that were qualified applied, then
No,
it'd be a
we're
lot
we're
higher.
definitely qualified.
Yeah, we're
IIB is a
definitely
very
qualified.
specifically for UF. IIB is a very big
No, but I just want
motivator
to
in
see.
theirs.
Well, because like money is also a factor for my family.
That's
so
very true.
I just want to see what the schools say.
Like
I mean,
not too
bright
worried.
futures, dude.
yeah, well,
done
you
Bright
see, the thing
Futures
is about bright
strategy.
futures, right? Well, do you have a qualifying stat score?
Yes.
Good. Because
So-
okay, quick tangent
Do
before we
bright
can go
futures.
back to colleges. So I took the June 5th SAT, and you know how scores are supposed to be like a week or two after, right? Scores come out on the 14th. It's gonna be more than a month until scores like
I took the June
past-
5th SAT as well.
yeah.
So,
So our scores are
nice.
not out until the like
I've
it
I've
sucks.
taken one SAT, and I got a 1390.
Wait,
Nice.
Cole, where'd you take yours? I took mine in Eastlake.
He's like,
Wait, you were there?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't see you.
I didn't see you either.
Ah, Where
Misha,
did
how
you-
many SATs have you taken? 'Cause
I've taken
Oscar said he
4.
took one.
I've taken 4.
What's your highest?
I've taken.
I is 1250.
Misha.
What have I? How many have I taken? I think 4 as well.
And what's your highest?
My last one was a 1380.
But why are you taking
Like-
them again? You already have it.
Why not?
So I can get a
I'll
14.
I'll probably take another SAT.
Why not?
I think I could push 1500 if I tried.
I mean,
Yeah, you
Oh,
should.
good.
I mean, that looks really good.
yeah,
I,
it looks good on colleges.
I haven't studied any more than 30 seconds for SATs.
Honestly, like
It doesn't
I
really
tried
help.
I tried to take to take the course like a paid course for it, but it's I've already completed the entire thing. They started pushing old problems at me again.
I had never taken an SAT before, so I didn't really know what it'd be like.
Well, I mean, it's like a PSAT, but like yeah, it's
Yeah,
basically a PSAT.
I expected the math to be a lot easier.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's just.
it's
but,
okay.
Like
The
if
thing
that
is,
was that was your first time taking it. Now, after having taken calculus and all this, I mean,
Taken.
you'll do
Quote,
fine.
taken.
yeah, quote unquote taken. I mean, you had Mr. Mac. That's I
I
mean,
had Esbayat, but yes, you had.
well,
Mac.
well, no, Mr. Austin had Mac.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I was also online.
Yes, that too. I had Esbayat and online as well as Ben. And
Esbayat was a fire teacher. He
Yeah,
actually
okay.
taught.
Okay,
and,
like
and we didn't take tests this past year in my math class, so the incentive to actually learn was
Okay,
very
how does
low.
Mr. Mac run his class exactly? Because like I've heard a lot about it, but like I
It
don't.
was his last year teaching, so he just didn't really care.
Oh yeah, honestly,
Fair enough.
that's true. I heard about that, yeah, because like I'm pretty sure like when there's a lot of teachers last year, they just do not care. They just let the kids do absolutely anything.
What are they gonna do? Fire him? He's already leaving.
What was he gonna
Yeah.
do? Make a test online? Like,
It's like, what are they gonna do? So going back, because this tangent off
hold on.
again.
That's what we say at my job. What are you gonna do? Fire us? Because like, the world is like randomly unemployed right now. Where, like you look at every single fast food restaurant, they're hiring and they're offering like
Yeah.
$15 an hour plus a free iPhone
Wait,
if you
wait,
stay
wait,
for like a month.
wait. $15? What? I get paid $9.50.
And exactly, so that's what my thing is, right? Where I'm like, well, what are they gonna do? Fire us? Because we are so short-staffed. And if McDonald's can't even get people, nobody wants to come work for the YMCA because a lot of people our age don't like kids. And the only people that are there are either idiots that like are like,
Yes,
I
you're
don't
one of them. Keep going.
no.
Yeah,
Or,
checks out. Yep.
or
Yeah, yeah.
it's the people that is my mic peaking?
It
Oh, you're
it
fine.
is
Well, I
sometimes.
mean a bit, but
Or it's the people that really, really want to help kids. And that's where I fall into. It's like if I had $1 for every time my mom told me to go work at Publix instead, I
Oh,
wouldn't
I
have to
had
work
so
another
many.
day in my life. I literally would never have to work. Um, but like yeah, I'd get paid more. But, I don't have to work on the weekends. I only work when there's school. And like it's just whenever I have any doubts about my job, all I have to do is walk in and see the kids, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not quitting
So like,
because
it's not miserable. I mean,
yeah,
at least
it's
from
like
it's
my
here's
not
the thing,
experience,
right?
I've had
but
fast food
I
jobs where it's
care
miserable.
about the kids too
Like
much.
not only
That's why
that,
I'm there.
but if so, for instance, if like a college thing is down to like you got two people here who are both like very good score
Yeah,
like grades wise. One
one's
works
my
at
job,
Publix.
and one is like a ant on a Publix work floor. Like you can only talk so much about stocking shelves.
Yeah, like there's just it looks a lot better when you're doing something that actually helps like community like because I'm literally working like the camp that I'm doing usually has 550 kids, but this year it's only 390.
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't say we're short staffed, but there's only 6 people doing like the morning afternoon thing I talked about. Like
Mhm.
it when there's like over 400 parents that need to know what room their kids are in, that stacks up quickly because you've got because like that building, because there's a church, that building
Yeah.
is a maze because it's got 3 side buildings, it's got an upstairs, and it's got like cross catwalks, so it sucks.
Yeah.
But
I've got
it looks a lot better on like on a report
exactly.
for college.
I've got I want to say maybe 50, 60 kids. Normally it's a lot
So
more, but COVID has knocked it down a bit. But I talk to all the parents on a regular basis, so I keep up, you know, interpersonal relationship every day with 60 people and all the kids who love me. So,
yeah,
And
like
who doesn't love you besides us?
oh, okay.
interesting.
Okay, so like the
That was
kids
one of
all
the.
like the kids all basically know me,
Yeah,
like basically because like every morning, because the thing is like there's 6 of us, but we're split by age group. So 2 of us do kindergarten through 2nd grade, and then another 2 do a 2nd through 4th grade, and then the other last 2 do 5th through 8th. But 5th through 8 is very easy because I mean this middle schoolers, they can do their own thing. They don't have to be physically walked there, but I have to do the 2nd through 4th graders. So that you can't really expect much from them. Like you can't expect them to do what you tell them to do. So you have to like it's a lot more control. So they all know me. Like me and the guy I work with, we were all like, whenever they see us in the hallway, it's always a bunch of hellos, highs. Like it's just you're like it's not a bad job. Like it's enjoyable. Like it's not tedious and monotonous of like, oh, let me put some milk on the shelf or something like that. Like
Yeah, and I mean, I get paid enough.
well, I
I
get
don't even care.
$9.50 an hour, so it's It's good and bad.
I get paid minimum wage.
Oh well, you are working for a school, so it's kind of.
No, I'm working for the YMCA, which is the cheapest organization on the planet.
Oh, we're working for a pro because like
Trust me, dude. If I didn't love my kids so much, I would have quit that job such a long time ago because a lot of the adults there, yikes. And plus, they're just like a really cheap company where they don't
Oh,
like
that's true.
want to like
So, like,
Well, I
it's
mean,
it's very
how did
political.
they? I mean, for both of very political, it's exactly what I was talking about. How both of you, how did COVID affect your jobs too much? Misha, I
No,
don't know if you
no,
were working
I mean,
I
I
pandemic
mean, it's too
really.
political, as in the workplace is like a lot.
I know what you mean. I
A
know
lot
what
of
you
the
mean.
adults in there are very like
They're older adults, so they actually care about politics.
no.
But
That's not. I guess that's not what I mean. And it's more of an idiom where it's like this department hates this department, and
oh
like
yeah, it's one of those things.
nobody gets along,
oh, I see
and
what you mean.
It's one of
nobody will help
those.
each other. Everyone's very divided, and everybody only cares about themselves and their own school.
So like
Um,
the thing with mine is that it's because like this is a church, yes, but it's also a private school. Like it's
Uh-huh.
and it's like it's not one of those like really cheap private schools. This is a big one. Like this is like a proper like I'm pretty sure if the camp attendance hasn't changed from when I was there, it was like a hundred something dollars a week for
Yeah.
per child on a camp that's about 7 through 10 weeks. Like that's a and like pre-COVID, it was 550 kids like on most weeks. That's a lot of money. Like and they actually have like the staff selection thing. They're super selective. Like you gotta you know how people say like public selection is bad. It's like this thing is worse. You gotta be like you gotta have like a practically perfect record to get on there. So like we don't have any of the stuff that you're talking about. Like we don't have like people talking bad about other people. We just like everyone just kind of like gets along. Like I know that's really hard nowadays, people getting along, but like it's actually not that
no,
bad.
it's just the company's like super unorganized. Which I think is funny because it's the most prestigious childcare company in the country. But
Oh, the YMCA.
yeah,
Well, it depends on how you define prestigious. If you're talking about popularity, then yes.
yes,
Quality?
the most well known.
Yeah, I
Like
wouldn't
the
call that
highest-
prestigious because prestigious usually means that it's got good quality and good popularity.
Well, it has good quality for the kids. It's just a pain in the ass to work there.
Well, yeah, I heard that much about the YMCA. I heard that it's very tedious. Like, because at the YMCA here by our high school, I heard because
Yeah.
like most of the people working there, like on the lower end positions, are students at the high school. Like, you walk in, you got someone at the front, like they're like a junior or something, and then you got people with kids working in. They're also like seniors or juniors. It's
Yeah.
literally just us. And so moving along because we've got the best transitions ever. So procrastination. Austin, you're known to be a procrastinator.
Listen,
We know
As we
this.
all
The
are.
teachers know this. I mean, then again, Stormy and Cole, but like, who isn't a
No, but
procrastinator? I'm pretty sure at this point.
I take it to another extreme.
Okay, define your
I
extreme, because I guarantee I
turned
can
in-
beat it.
I turned in my HLSA the last day of school.
You're not supposed to do that.
Okay. That's like a
That's
like a
I thought
week, I'd
I thought
say.
most people did.
I've turned in stuff late. It's not a thing.
No, but like, it was like after grades were due.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
He gave
turned
me a
in
zero for the final draft.
the so you know how you had to have the EE outline thing, like at
Yeah.
a certain time on a certain day. I turned it in. I was working on it as the deadline occurred, and I submitted it about 15 minutes late. So I think I have you beat on that one.
We had to do sources. I turned all mine in 2 months late.
I still
I
haven't.
did the first two and didn't do the third.
You know how
I did
you know
not do
you,
the third set.
you know how we had to do like 3 sets of research. I still
Yeah.
haven't done the third one. It like the document
Yeah,
is
still haven't
on my
done
drive. It just she gave me a 100 for it too. That's the thing. She never graded it. Like
Austin,
I'm pretty sure
you know
she
what's messed up?
defaulted to 100.
What?
ITGS, we're supposed to have like 30 sources.
What?
We're supposed to have a lot.
We only need like 10.
All of my sources
Your
say the
history, right?
same thing.
Yeah, I'm on history.
All of my
Yeah.
sources essentially say the same thing once you get into double digits.
That's like what it's recommended, but it's really like just, you have sources,
My
you
only
cite them
issue,
properly,
the
then
thing
you
that
have
you
the
just have
interview.
to learn, this is what I put in my junior letter, and I talked about it a lot, is you have to know how to pick your battles, because there's no shot you're going to be able to do all of the work. So you really just need to pick what are you going to do, what are you not going to do. There's no need to do it all.
Oh, my junior letter got a commendation from Mr. Theron. I went
Nice.
deep with that one, dude.
I
Like
don't know.
I'm
Mine was like 2,000 words.
yeah, mine wasn't long, but I went deep with it. Like I
Um,
don't think I still have it saved, but it was a pretty good one. I actually enjoyed writing it.
no,
Like as surprising as
but
I can be, I actually enjoyed writing something.
Yeah.
but just the thing is, you have to when you have to pick your battle. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not turning that in.
It's like do I just do I take a B on a class that's basically a free A, or do I just have put in the effort to the class that I actually need effort in?
No, you pull out the grade calculator and it's like, all right, how many assignments can
I
not
did
do
that. I've done
and
that so many
keep
times.
an A? Exactly.
It's like
I mean,
it's like
my
what is the
junior letter
minimal
was
amount of
super
effort I
simple.
need to do to keep a B? That is
Yeah, well,
that's my
that's
philosophy.
the trademark IB student train of thought. But I
What
mean,
is the minimum amount of effort needed to achieve a goal? There you go.
that's basically what I
That's
said in my junior
IB
letter. I was just like, put in time and it'll work out.
the IB
Like,
learner profile,
like,
just change it to that.
yeah.
Easy.
I mean, and then another issue this past school year was where I would just like sleep during all of my free periods.
Oh,
And
so
next
like
year,
Ben
Free
and
periods?
Ryan.
Well, you can sleep there for free periods.
next year, if I like
At least you didn't pull a
keep
Ryan.
if I keep my um if I keep my sleep schedule intact and I go to bed like at midnight,
I'll
then
keep you up, Austin. I got you.
Yeah,
I
we'll
can
spam ping you on Discord.
yeah, if I can keep my sleep schedule intact, then I can do my homework during coaching, and then I can have free time when I get home.
So I am
Um,
dreading I'm just sitting here dreading right now. If I get both coachings on a B day, that would suck. That is the not only is B day the worst time to get a coaching,
it doesn't
but
suck.
if both of them are on B day, that
It doesn't
sucks.
suck. It wouldn't suck.
Yes, it would.
Why?
Because well, what do you mean why? Because you're probably gonna finish all of your work in one period, and then you have the rest, and you just do nothing. And remember, next year isn't online. Next year, it's basically confirmed that we're all coming back.
I understand what your point is, though. How it would suck having two coachings in one
You would
day.
want to have one A day and one C day, so you could get all your A day work and all your A and B day work done on.
It doesn't matter because you're always gonna have work to do. So it's not like
No, but here's the thing, right? If you have both coachings on one day, then your other 2 days you actually have to do homework. But if you get them on A and C, you don't have to do like
you
any
don't have
work
to
at
do
home.
homework for those other classes if you do it all on
I
B day.
mean, the main thing, at least for me with coachings, is that I hoped my coachings were in the morning because I had actual classes after them. I would do the homework for those actual classes the day they were due.
Yeah,
And
morning
so,
coachings were so good.
like, I had a much more motivation to work. Like, I would complete that classes, the one that was due that day, but I'd keep going because, like, I'm in the morning coaching, like, I'm almost done. Versus an after class, like, end of day coaching, you don't do anything. It's impossible.
All of my coachings have always been 6-7s, and I've never
Oh,
done
that
anything.
must suck.
You've had
I'm
never
already-
had a morning, they're completely different. They're
and
so
I'm
much
always
better.
I'm always
Okay,
clocked. I'm always checked out.
A12, like my two perfect coachings are A12 and C12. That is the two one I want. I've had a B12 coaching like this last year. I had a B12 coaching and a C67 coaching. Now, if I was an A12 and a C12 coaching, I would love that. Those would be literally my like I would kill to get those because
Yeah.
you get all the work done. Because especially if you have math, on the same day as a coaching, it's so free. It's absolutely so free because
But it's really hard because um do I don't know, it's just hard to get like if you have
you
Chemistry at 7:25 in the morning, you're just not there. You're not paying attention.
I had chemistry at 7:25 in the morning. See,
Yeah,
that's
and
the thing.
what'd you do
You've
in
got to
the chem
get
exam
there.
for?
I had
Physically, you
English
wake up.
A1 too, so it sucked. Like, try doing a Socratic seminar at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's
Oh,
not good.
No, the Socratic seminars are dude. English is the easiest. It's the freest class ever.
I hate Socratic seminars. I despise them because
Well,
I'm not one of
get
those
better.
people. Like,
Get
I'm not
better
one. Like, you are a person who will just you will interrupt literally anyone just to say something. I'm not that person. if someone starts saying something, I will let them say it. Like that.
That's the
I'm
thing.
that type of
Mr.
person.
Aaron, for some reason, likes like quiet kids, and he, at least in my class, at least
Well,
like
I'm
the
not
previous
quiet.
years
It's
I've
just I'll
had,
let people
he will
speak.
like shut up the kids that are talking for too long
No,
and
I
be
mean
like, yeah,
I
you
don't
talk.
interrupt
Like I talk like
people.
twice and get 100. Like it's
You
not.
just have to take the initiative, and then once you talk 4 times, shut up.
Oh yeah,
Like
apparently,
I don't talk a lot.
Yeah,
you know,
but
you
I
know
don't. I
the
think he likes me for some reason. I talk twice and I get 100.
oh, you know the last Socratic seminar we
He
did, like the
loves
very
me.
last one, like the mini Socratic seminar that we did. For some
Uh-huh.
reason, I became the news, right? Because I didn't say a single thing that Socratic seminar, because I didn't need it. Like that Socratic seminar was pointless. I was still gonna get an A without it. Like for some reason, like I started getting messages on Snapchat and just on Discord saying, "Wait, you didn't speak at all during a Socratic seminar?" And I'm just like, "No, is that a surprise? I barely speak at all in them anyway." So I actually, now that I look back at that year, I haven't spoken a single time in a single Socratic seminar that entire year. I usually would say like something like, "Oh, my mic broke" or something like that, and then just write it out. But like I say that now, but my mic actually did break on those mornings because I have the like it's an unorthodox setup because I've got an XLR mic hooked up into an interface, and then the interface is hooked up into my system block. But Teams,
Yeah.
it doesn't like that. It doesn't like the fact that there's a mic and a separate interface. So it would just randomly switch them, and I would have no idea like
Here's the
that it
thing,
switched.
right?
And I would switch it back, but it would require a full Teams restart to fix. And I am not going to
Okay.
restart Teams every single time I load up a class. I'm just not going to do that.
You must have a busted Teams because I have an X. It's not you don't have an unorthodox mic setup, dude. I have the same thing you have. I have my XLR mic into my interface, into the back of my computer.
Is yours a double interface or a single?
Uh, a
Does it
single.
have two inputs?
A single?
Okay, mine's a double. It doesn't like doubles.
I guess not. Because all I would have to do is I would just switch the input, or I would switch to my headphone mic and then like go lay in bed.
So like here's the
But-
thing, right? Have you ever had this might be I've never seen this talked about on like Google or anything. Does like randomly like completely I don't know what causes it. But sometimes if I just look at my audio settings, like if you look at the sound control panel, it tells you like how like the channels and the frequency of your
Sometimes
of
your
your
frequency just goes to like the 44-100.
no, it's not that. It's not that. No, it's not that. The frequency stays the same, but the amount of channels, because like my mic is a single channel, but sometimes it switches the thing to an 8 channel. Like, what?
sometimes
Are you kidding me? That's number 6.
it's just you. Mine aren't coming.
I don't know
only
why.
got
I've gotten
2, I
6
think.
of them. Am I getting? I'm
Got
pretty sure
2.
I'm getting all of them for the entire neighborhood, dude.
But sometimes I'll join class and my frequency will just randomly change to 44-100. So it changes. It makes my mic really low pitched, and it sounds like, or sometimes it'll make me sound like a girl. And I'll join a class and I'll start talking, and then someone in the class will text me and be like, "Is your mic all right?" And I'm like,
It's like, yo,
I
dog,
mean, at least for the
you got some
in-person kids,
helium?
some of the classes your mic was blaring, like it was
Yeah.
jarring.
I
was
I
fun,
heard about
but
that.
it's like
Someone in
intense.
class recorded you talking. It was like a deafening boom. It was just what?
Again?
Okay, it's number 7. All right. So like your mic, because right now I've got you turned down a little bit, but like your mic is like loud.
I
It's
needed
like-
to I could turn my gain down.
Wait, what mic is it?
It's MXL 990.
Oh, is it the glowy one you guys were talking about before?
No.
Oh,
I didn't
because
know, but my interface, my gain is like nearly on 10. It's really weird because if I put my gain anywhere below 9, and you can't hear me, but if I move it like a centimeter, it makes me like 100% louder.
is it a good interface or like what is it?
It's a M-Track Solo.
Oh, I've got a Focusrite Scarlett.
Yeah, I didn't want to drop the bag on that, dude.
Dude, but okay, say what you want. This thing's goated.
It is goated, but I didn't want to drop the bag on it. I don't need
like
it.
the thing is, like this mic that I'm talking through right now, I don't know how it sounds because I honestly have no idea.
Stop eating it. It's like in your mouth.
What? I didn't do that.
No, he
Oh, it
said
got really
fine.
loud. It got really
It
loud.
just
Oh.
peaked for 2 seconds.
Oh, that was probably okay. Anyway, so it's a $20 mic, right? But the
Yeah.
interface makes it sound like it's probably somewhere in the 50s. Like it's not bad.
Sounds like a
My
decent night, yeah.
So Friday. Okay, so I got my mouse. I'm gonna go on a tangent about Best Buy really quick. So I got
Best
my
Buy.
This
mouse.
place sucks. Keep going.
I got my mouse in 7th grade, and then this past Christmas, I built my computer, and I put my mouse into the USB port, and the USB ports were still really stiff because it's a brand new motherboard. And I tried to pull it out, and I ripped the plastic off the back of the
Oh.
receiver.
Oh,
So
that must
it's
suck.
it's just exposed circuitry for the receiver for my mouse, and it still works, but there's just no plastic. So I have to pull it out of my computer with the pliers, and it worked for like 6 months, but sometimes it would like my mouse would just drop and like lag a lot. And then
Well,
finally
yeah,
Friday
because
night,
if you're pulling out pliers, you would scratch the
yeah,
actual
and
USB port.
finally Friday night, I pull it out and then I put it back in. Mouse does not work. So
Finally. Damn it.
I order a new mouse. It served me well, like 5 years. But I
Oh
order a new
yeah,
mouse.
that's definitely that's more than like a long time. That's like
And
most
so
mouse most mice are rated for 2 years.
I had a Logitech G602.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And then on Friday night, I ordered a G604 from Best Buy, so I upgraded. And I wanted it to come as soon as possible, so I paid the $6 for next day shipping because I didn't want to drive down to Best
Oh,
Buy.
don't
'cause
tell
like,
me. It's gonna it's
far.
well, I'm gonna guess it.
So-
it came in horribly broken and damaged.
Oh, even better. So
Really
It
late.
didn't come in at all.
I pay for next day shipping. I wake up the next day, it says shipped, and then it
Wrong
never
address because-
comes.
Yep.
Oh
Nope.
yeah.
It just never comes. They never even delivered it. Like normally, if it's the wrong address, they would say like delivered, but it just wasn't at your house. It never made it to anybody's house.
It's so
I'm-
strange.
I'm pretty sure the guy who delivered it maybe like
He
drove his van
yoinked
off
it.
like a cliff or something, or he just
He
I don't
stole it.
Some
So I
sort of
call Best Buy helpline Friday or Saturday night after it doesn't
God.
come, and the guy this guy super nice. He's like he wants to help me, but he can't because it's still the same day that it's supposed to come. So technically he can't. There's nothing he can do. I'm like okay fine. He tells me to call back the next day. So Sunday I call back and this lady picks up the phone. I cannot understand a word she's saying and she's super not helpful. And I'm like, I'm just trying to get through the conversation. I'm like, can I get a replacement? And then I said, can I get my $6 back? Because I paid $6 for next day shipping and then it never came. And I'm gonna get it like when I ordered it the first time, I could have had it come the 6th, so Tuesday, and for free. And that's when the replacement is coming. So I'm like, I want my $6. But I don't think they're gonna give it to me. But
Yeah,
she did
unlikely.
she
Yeah.
did put in a replacement mouse for me. So in my orders it says the one that shipped on Saturday is still shipping, and then I have one that's gonna ship tomorrow.
Why should they're gonna double charge you? Easy.
No, I don't. No, they're not gonna double charge me.
Knowing Best Buy,
But-
I wouldn't put it past them.
No, but what if both of them come?
Tell the
You
other one.
have a free mouse. Easy.
Yeah.
I've had stuff like that happen with Amazon. I mean, I don't do any online ordering that's not from Amazon. I mean,
Well,
just
the
out
only
of
reason I
pure
didn't order
fear
it
of that
The
happening.
only reason I didn't order it from Amazon is because it wasn't gonna get here for 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, yeah, Prime.
Yeah.
No, like Prime delivery will get here July 13th.
I would have waited, but that's because I'm scared of ordering on other sites. It freaks me out.
And I could have just driven to Best Buy, but I didn't want to.
Okay,
Laziness.
Well, then there's your blunder there. There's the problem.
I figured the $6. That's how much I'm gonna have to pay in gas. So it's like the same thing. So
Okay, well, I mean, if you put thought behind it, then I can get behind.
and
being
then I don't know, dude.
So,
I
like,
just want my mouse.
Here's the thing, right? So, I dread the fact that Florida doesn't have micro centers. Like it
Dude,
sucks.
where are we supposed to buy graphics cards?
Yeah, like all my
I have to
friends.
drive to Georgia.
I've got like 3 like friends in Georgia who are like, oh yeah, just got an MSRP 3080. It's like, whoa, how are you able to do this? And they're like, oh yeah, just went to the local micro center. And then it sucks, right? Because like here's the thing, they don't charge because you know how you can just walk in and then just build a PC just right there and then.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? They'll help you with building it. Like they'll tell you like they'll show you like what parts are compatible with what. Like if you got any complications you need fixed. Like they won't even charge you for that too. That's the thing. and you can like see if something works because they let you boot it up there to see if it works. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, they help you out with the problem. But like it sucks because like we don't have
yeah.
micro centers.
I don't
And
know.
Micro
Why
Center is
don't
such
we
a
have
good,
micro centers?
such a
Is there
good
any
Because
place.
particular reason?
there's only like 13 in the country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see why, because it's a very premium store, because
Because I mean,
they've literally got tens of thousands of dollars of equipment in there at any time. Like,
guess that makes sense. I
I
wasn't
mean-
born and raised here, but I mean, I wasn't a computer person then, so
You
I
had
mean, I
there's,
wouldn't
I mean,
remember.
there was micro centers in California, but there's only like
Yeah, no,
one.
I'm sure there
There's
was.
only like
but
one for
it
the
was
whole
like
state.
8 in Austin.
yeah, but Georgia has
I
like
didn't know
3,
anything.
so
Fair enough.
But the problem is, I just want my mouse.
Go get your mouse, and if not, you could just call. I mean, I assume you used a credit
What
card,
if-
right?
there's
other
no way
can
you don't
do
get the
stuff like that.
replacement. If you don't get the replacement at that point, that they're gonna have to
What if
they're
I get
gonna have to back charge you.
mouse?
Yeah,
A
just get
third
more
mouse, but no. What if they send you a shipment of like 20? It's like,
You
oh,
just keep them. That's how
it's
I've
like
gotten,
it's like, oh, we weren't sure
resell
you.
them?
No, it's like, oh, we weren't sure you were gonna get this one, so we sent you the entire lot just in case. I've seen that happen too. I've seen
resell them.
a friend of mine bought.
Misha, you in the market for a G604?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. My mouse is like 20 years old. Oh, it's not actually. It's a Razer, a Lance Head TE.
Ugh.
It's not a bad mouse. I enjoy it, but like, I mean, it works.
The G604 has 6 thumb buttons.
I don't need that many. I need 2.
I use them all, so
What do you use them all for?
the shortcuts. I
Oh,
literally never touch my keyboard.
so like the thing is, right? So what I was saying earlier, my friend bought some DDR4 RAM, like
Yeah.
a couple weeks back. He bought 4 pieces individual, like he was gonna outfit his new PC, but it didn't come in. So he waited a couple days just in case maybe it was gonna come in late. It didn't. So he messaged him back, or I think he called him, saying, "Hey, I didn't get my 4 RAM sticks. So could you guys send me replacements?" They said that they did, but he never received them. Like even 5 days later. So he called them again, and that time he actually that's like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna go speak to the manager. Then apparently, and he didn't tell me what happened with the manager, but what he did tell me was that 4 days after that, a lot of, he said, 80 RAM sticks came into his door free of charge. 80, and these are not. These aren't like cheap ones. These are Ripjaw RAM sticks. They are really good. They're super expensive. They're like 120 for a set of 2.
Yeah, except the problem is I can't get my RAM to clock to its max speed, so it's a default.
Wait, do you
speed
have
is every-
do you have XMP?
Yeah, and I can't get the XMP to boot. It's like every time I try to boot it to 3600, it just like my computer won't.
Wait,
turn
is
on, and I have
wait, is your
to-
motherboard like? Does your motherboard even have the thing? Like, does it allow that? Like,
Dude,
does
I've
it
got no
allow
idea.
XMP? Wait, is it
Should.
a Intel or AMD?
AMD?
Oh, it's not XMP.
Yikes!
And XMP is Intel. You want the other one? I'll tell you after. But so
Wow, I don't really care. My computer's fast. I have the fastest process. I have the newest generation of AMD processors. So
what do
I
you
don't
got?
really care. 5600.
that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a
So nice, dude.
I'm thinking of getting that and a B550 of motherboard.
That's what I have. I have a B450.
Yeah, I was thinking B550 because of the M.2 port. Because that thing is zooted. I want an M.2 because they're so
I might-
fast.
I have an M.2 as
Well,
well.
what is it? WD Black?
It's a
Or is
Samsung.
it? You got literally the number 1 rated
It's
one.
like a 970.
Oh, never mind. 980 is the top rated one. 970
Yeah.
is the just on. I was thinking getting WD Black because that one is graded slightly higher than the Samsung. But
I also have a terabyte WD Black SSD. So
is it not M.2?
No, I have 2. I have a 500
that's-
gigabyte M.2 and then a terabyte regular SSD.
That's actually because right now I have a Seagate.
I'm just not buying
I have a standard
drives.
like hard
There's
drive
no
right now.
point in buying hard
Yeah.
drives. All of my storage space for the rest of my life will be SSDs.
Yeah, that's just 100% true. Like I've got on this thing, I've got a standard hard drive because this is an older system. Because the hard drive was pulled directly from an old my old setup, which was
Yeah.
like a really not
Yeah.
not optimized one with a 1050 in it. Yeah.
Bro, and then Cole's out here balling with the Alienware 3
Yeah, you are balling,
That's
Clay.
what they
You got
call
a
me.
baller setup.
I'm slowly becoming a computer person. I mean, I'm
You
obviously
still
gonna
play on console though
build
for some
my.
reason, even though you have Alienware.
All my stuff's on my console though.
Dude,
That's the problem.
if they made Apex cross-platform, then he
It's
would
wait, it isn't
switch.
yet? I thought
It
it
is
was.
cross progression. It has cross platform, but if it's cross progression and I can have my heirloom on this thing, then of course I would.
He's
Wait.
already level 500 on his console. There's
Oh,
no
of
reason for him
course.
to switch.
I have 1,200 hours into Apex on my console.
Oh,
It's
well,
my most played game, which is like rookie numbers maybe compared to you guys, but
well, I don't play Apex that much. I've only got like 300 hours.
Well, he meant for other games.
Oh, well, yeah. Honestly, 100%. I have like 3,500 hours on Sea of Thieves. So,
oh,
yeah. It's not. It's. I mean, it's a fun game. I like it.
the can't you say with what's his name, Jack Sparrow in the update?
Yeah, we
How's the update?
we did get Jack Sparrow in the update. We've got and Davy Jones too. We got like honestly, we
It's
have been
just more
dreaming
tall
of that.
tales, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we
it's
have
not
been
like,
dreaming
hey,
of a Captain of Pirates of the Caribbean like crossover forever. Like ever since the game came out, we saw we didn't see references, but we saw like little like things that were taken out of the movies and like just the entire universe itself. But then like we were hoping and praying that someday maybe we might get like Captain Jack Sparrow, and then one day it happened. But now that I look back at it, it's actually kind of disappointing what we actually got. Because we only got some new tall tales. We didn't get Jack's compass as an unlockable or anything. Because like that would be like the number one thing you'd want, right? Like just his compass. But no, that's not what we got. We got like a sword or something. So
So how long are we running?
we're right now
Now
we're
we-
running for an hour and 1 minute.
right?
So
we
what's this
ready?
last talking point here? You wanna explain that one?
Uh-huh.
But is it true?
Keep in mind, this is a cast project.
Yeah, keep
It is
keep,
true.
Keep going.
keep in mind. Is it
True.
true? But
It is true.
Oh, is it?
It is true. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure.
I say
Right,
we
well, on
wrap
that
it here.
wonderful note, we'll wrap it up. Thank you, Austin, for joining Aisha and I on the Hurricast, episode 2. And anything you gotta say before we leave?
I'll be back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
yeah.
be back.
Episode 4, we're bringing you on. Easy.
episode 4.
don't,
All
don't,
right.
don't miss me too much.
What? Okay. That's just excessive, isn't it?
That's just the universe telling you to shut the OBS off, dude.
All right.
I mean,
Thank you for listening. Adios.
yep. See you next week.